Welcome God of War fans! My name is Shayne Static, and in this God of War theory video, I will be discussing who blew the horn in God of War. Please leave a like if you did enjoy your time here, and think about subscribing. I'm pretty close to my first goal of 1,000 subscribers, and your support would mean everything to me. And so you don't miss out on any God of War content in the future. Here we go. God of War. That masterpiece by the amazing team over at Santa Monica, led by the Cory Barlog, that put our favorite Spartan into the world of the Norse gods. But as we are playing the game, there are so many unanswered questions. Who's the bird in Helheim? Why did the Dark Elf King say we made a grave mistake? And who is the boar? I have made a video on each of these topics. And in this God of War theory, we will be looking at who did this. Someone called the world serpent.
Somebody just called the serpent.
Who blew the horn in God of War? Let's get into it. In Norse mythology, there are stories and legends about horns and different horn variations such as the horn triskel or triskelion. But the most famous of these horns is called Gjallarhorn. I apologize ahead of time for all the crappy pronunciations. And this horn is one of the most valuable artifacts of the Aesir. Gjallarhorn is the horn carried by the Aesir guard Heimdall. Heimdall sits across the Rainbow Bridge, coming and going from Asgard, knowing one day that he will spot the giants at the other end. Heimdall will then raise the horn and then blow into it. The sound can be heard throughout all of the realms and by every living thing, warning them that Ragnarok has begun. One thing that I found interesting about this horn is that it is not only just a battle horn, it's a drinking horn. There have been a few stories in Old Norse that states that Heimdall has taken a few drinks from this horn. And there is another person or god that we all love that has said to drink from this horn as well.
Okay, I'll stop now.
Yes, that's right. Our favorite severed head of mischief, Mimir, has been said to take a drink or two from the horn as well. Which kind of makes me think. Santa Monica more than likely already knows these facts about Mimir drinking from this famous horn. And Mimir is the one that blows into the horn in the game, even though he doesn't have any lungs, but that's neither here nor there. So is Santa Monica leading us to believe that Heimdall is the one that blew the horn when we are taking Atreus when he is sick to Freya? He is the most famous person in Norse mythology that blows a mighty horn, so it has to be him, right? Well, I'm not so sure. Heimdall, as said before, is an Aesir god, which many of them don't get along with the giants. So why would Heimdall blow the horn to summon Jormungandr, one of the last giants in the realm, in pretty much any realm, besides to take it on in a fight? Jormungandr was ready to attack Mimir, Atreus, and Kratos when Mimir accidentally misspoke, and the world serpent thought we were helping the Aesir, so any Aesir trying to call the serpent would be met with a big problem. A gigantic serpent trying to eat them, probably. Well, we all know a fight did not happen while we were at Freya's house, and while traveling to Helheim to get the Bridgekeeper's heart. We would be able to see, hear, and feel the signs of the fight. Since there was no earthquakes or damage when we went back through the area, I don't believe it was Heimdall or any type of other Aesir, because there would be a lot of damage going around that place. I think this also excludes the theory that Modi or Balder from blowing the horn as well, because the results would be the same. An epic, bloody battle. So who else could have blown the horn in God of War? This is a very popular opinion who blew the horn that kind of makes sense. I don't know who the original theory came from, but the theory states that Atreus from the future is the one that blows the horn to summon Jormungandr. And I do think this is a really cool theory. Time works very weird in Norse mythology. Some things can be the past, while others is the future. So it's very possible that Atreus, or Loki for that matter, is able to go back in time to do whatever he wants. Maybe it is Atreus that calls the world serpent. It does make sense when you think about it. Atreus is the only person in the realm, besides Mimir, that can speak to Jormungandr. And since there is no battle that happens after the horn is blown, that means it had to be someone friendly toward the giants or Jormungandr himself. Personally, I do think it is a cool theory and could very well be right. Atreus from the future coming back to talk to Jormungandr to help them, or maybe even get more information about something. Even though I think this could happen without a doubt, I like the idea of someone else calling the world serpent during our playthroughs. I think that person who blew the horn in God of War was Faye. I know, I'm crazy, right? But hear me out. This idea is influenced by the YouTuber John Ford, and I agree with him. Faye has come back from her supposed death. Whether it was the funeral fire that brought her back to life, Kratos and Atreus spreading her ashes in her home realm of Jotunheim, or maybe she was never dead at all. But either way, she's back. And she has blown the horn to do something big. Something massive with the world serpent. But we are not sure what that is yet. Cory Barlog, the creative director behind God of War, has stated that the horn being blown is going to play a huge role in following games. While we are in the serpent's stomach, John Ford actually found a bunch of relics from different realms. The ones that really stuck out, at least to me, were the pieces from Alfheim. So can the world serpent move between realms at will? Maybe Jormungandr is how Faye traveled through the realms to mark our paths in our playthrough. But no matter what it is and who blew the horn, we are all going to find out in the future. So what do you think about this theory? Do you agree, disagree, or do you have a theory all of your own? Leave it all in the comments down below, and let's discuss it. My name is Shayne Static, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.